There it is. I better load up some Jeopardy. Wait, I fucked up. No, I didn't. Whatever.
So far, the new year has been a series of ups and downs. $20,000 win one day, $4,000 the next day. I'm hoping today, ladies, winds up being a big payday for one of you, Cheryl, Sarah, or Zoe. Good luck. Here we go. Categories are as follows. What color is the dress? Uh-oh. Keyboard cat. Yes, queen.
Oh no.
Dad bod. Squad goals. Memes.
Memes.
M-E-M for 200. We all know what that means. Zoe, off you go.
Memes for 200.
It's very literally a catty remark.
Meow.
Cheryl.
What is a meow?
Meow. That's it.
Memes for 400.
From the German for to measure, it means to allot or to
To
dole.
meet.
Sarah.
What is to meet?
Good.
Memes for 600.
It can precede deviation, value,
Mean.
or Mr. Mustard. Sarah.
What is mean?
Mean, that's the word.
Memes for 800.
It's Latin for my fault.
Mea culpa.
Sarah.
What is mea culpa?
Good.
Memes for 1,000.
This adjective means coming from the atmosphere and can describe a career.
Meteorological.
Zoe.
What is meteoric?
That's the word.
What color is the dress for 2?
Lovely shades of orange and yellow on a girl from Rajasthan province in this country. Zoe.
What is India?
Good.
Dress for 4.
Blue. Definitely blue. On the woman in this large South African city that claims Soweto and Alexandra as townships. Cheryl.
What is Cape Town?
Nope. Sarah?
What is Johannesburg?
That's the city.
Dress for 600.
She's wearing a multicolored dress and taking a break from her samba on this Rio de Janeiro beach of song. Sarah.
What is Copacabana?
No. Zoe?
What is Ipanema?
Ipanema. Yes.
Dress for 8.
In white at a Swedish festival is a girl in the traditional dress of the Sami, also known as these people. Sami, the laps. Joey, back to you.
Dress for 1,000.
Answer. You are in the lead. It's early.
500.
Okay, here's the clue. A lovely shade of green worn by a girl of this M group of Kenya and Tanzania.
For the Maori?
Who are the Maasai?
Maori? Come on now.
All right, you dropped just a little. You're in second place now. Pick again.
Keyboard for 200.
In 2016, at the Old Tower Records, he shut down the Sunset Strip with a free show, including hits like Tiny Dancer. Sarah.
Was Elton John?
Yes.
Yes, Queen for 200.
Yes, Queen.
In 1789, angry Parisians moved this queen to a new prison, the Tuileries Palace. Things would get
Marie
worse.
Antoinette.
Who was Marie Antoinette?
Yes.
Keyboard for 4.
This jazzy Miss Jones with the Grammy-winning "Come Away With Me" returns to the keys on the 2016 album Daybreaks. Sarah.
Was Nora Jones?
Yes.
Keyboard cat for 600.
He's the British group leader and keyboard player seen here. Sarah.
Was Chris Martin?
Good.
Yeah.
Keyboard cat for 800.
His video for When I Was Your Man is pretty much just this man singing and
Bruno
playing
Mars.
the song's sole instrument. Sarah.
Was Bruno Mars?
You got him, man. That
Keyboard.
takes you to 3,600. I know you're eager to continue. You've got a substantial lead, but we have to take a break. Otherwise, you'll have no money to pay for it. We'll be back. Cheryl Guy is a high school principal from Columbia, South Carolina. Cheryl, should I be addressing you as Your Majesty? Because I hear that you guys have a Renaissance fair each year, and they make you the...
I am the queen for the day. Westwood High School was built, it looks like a castle, and we thought it would be appropriate to have a Renaissance fair every spring, and I am the queen of the castle.
I hope you're in full costume, crown, all the regalia.
Absolutely. I've been 9 students who have distinguished themselves and have become members of the Order of the Red Hawk.
And are you a good queen or a bad queen? Do you send a lot of people to be punished?
I do have a stocks that I can put someone in, but generally I'm a good queen.
Okay, good. Sarah Labadie is a nonprofit manager from Chicago, Illinois. Nonprofit manager. Does that mean you don't earn a living?
Well, I don't earn a lot of money maybe, and that's why I'm here today to win some more.
Okay. Now, you're a big basketball fan because I hear that you took a 24-hour trip to wind up in Cleveland to do what this year?
So I grew up in right outside Cleveland, Ohio. The city has not had a sports championship in 52 years, and I could not be there even though I live in Chicago now. So quick overnight trip, went to the parade, and came right back to Chicago to be at work the next
Wait a
day.
minute, you didn't party?
A little bit of partying the night before.
Wait.
Maybe.
Oh, okay, good for you. Zoe Orrell from New York, an attorney who
Oh my God, Tom.
that some people would consider unusual. You took a trip to Europe to visit battlefields, but not of World War II, which is what most people would expect.
That's right. We went to visit the World War I battlefields in northern France and Belgium, and we went on the 99th anniversary of the outbreak of the war. So there was actually almost no information about how to get from place to place. We were using guidebooks from the 20s. Pretty crazy.
Good for you. Okay, let's get back into this. Sarah, you select the next clue for us.
All right, keyboard cat for 1,000, please.
When his 1963 album
Stevie Wonder.
Genius hit #1, he was still little. Sarah.
Little Richard?
No. Cheryl.
Who is Stevie Wonder?
Little Stevie Wonder. You got it. You're on board with 800.
400.
The last of the Hanover dynasty. She was around long enough to have an entire age named for
No,
her.
Elizabeth.
Cheryl.
Who is Victoria?
Yeah.
Yes, queen for 600.
Of course.
Who do you think you are? This royal who visited King Solomon's court at the head of a camel caravan in the Bible? Cheryl?
Who is the Queen of Sheba?
Yeah.
Yes, queen for 800.
The name of this Egyptian queen of the 1300s BC translates as a beautiful
Nefertiti?
woman has come. Zoe.
Who is Nefertiti?
Yeah.
Queen for 1,000.
A 16th century queen of Castile was known as
one of the-
translates to this in English.
The crazy.
Zoe.
Who is Jane the Crazy?
No. Sarah or Cheryl? Joan. The mad or crazy. Back to
Okay.
you, Zoe.
Squad goals for 2.
All get on stage together in Götterdammer.
The ring
last
cycle.
opera in this cycle. Zoe.
What is the ring cycle?
That's it.
4 squad goals.
Meet you at SeaTac to drive to this tallest mountain in the Cascades. We'll summit together or not at all.
Pikes Peak.
reference to Mount Rainier.
Of course, Pikes Peak is like.
For 6.
Boilermakers unite. We're going to raise the money for this university's new
Oh,
lab.
Boilermakers is
Sarah,
Purdue. Okay.
Squad goals 800.
with milk candy, meet the remaining V's on our list, like the Carolina Reaper and the Trinidad Moruga Scorpion.
Peppers.
Cheryl.
What are hot peppers?
Yes.
Squad goals for 1,000.
Less than a minute now. We must read all 14 books in the Robert Jordan fantasy series, known as The Wheel of This. Let's get cracking. Cheryl.
What is the whip?
No.
What?
Sarah Zoe? Wheel of Time. Cheryl, go again.
Dad bod for 200.
For the movie Southpaw, Jake Gyllenhaal's day included 1,000 sit-ups and 100 this-ups. Most
Push-ups.
dads should aim for 5. Sarah?
What are push-ups?
No. Zoe?
What are chin-ups?
Chin-ups?
Yes.
No.
Oh.
Cheryl?
What are pull-ups?
Pull-ups, yes.
Dad bod 400.
Dads benefit from the type of exercise called low this, sometimes defined as keeping one foot on the floor.
Oh.
Zoe?
What is impact?
That's right.
Dad bod for 6.
Dads learn over and over again that it's the term for the number of times you do an exercise within a set.
Reps.
Cheryl?
What are reps?
Repetition.
Dad bod for 800.
Working out helps Dad raise his good cholesterol, also known
Lipid.
as HDL, or high-density this. Sarah?
What is lipids?
No.
Lipoid?
Protein. Okay, Cheryl has moved into the lead. The queen.
Wait, what? I don't. What was the difference?
Zoe gets to go first with the queen's permission in Double Jeopardy. Time for Double Jeopardy, but just before we get into that round, we have some good news for Zoe. Your response of Jane the Mad a little while ago has been researched and found to be acceptable, so you're picking up $2,000. You are no longer going to pick first in this round. Now Sarah gets to select first from these categories in Double Jeopardy. Starting off with U.S. places. Next, parts of the organ. You're the man. Speak of the Dickens. Beastly words and phrases. And finally, pop culture vice. Those letters in quotation. Sarah, go.
Pop culture vice for 400.
Don Johnson and Colin Farrell hit the sunny side of the street in projects both called This. Cheryl.
What is Miami Vice?
Yes.
Vice for 800.
Ray Liotta, Burt Reynolds, Debbie Harry, and Dennis Hopper were just
Grand Theft
some
Auto
of the
Vice City.
talent in this video game, GTA VC.
Oh no.
What is Grand Theft Auto Vice City? Cheryl, back to you.
Vice 1200.
Judge Reinhold and Fred Savage do the old father-son body switch in this 1988 film with a Latin title. Sarah.
Vice versa.
Correct.
Pop culture vice 1600.
School administrator Danny McBride helped set his new boss's house on fire in this HBO comedy. Cheryl.
What is vice principal?
Yes, you deal with them all the time.
Yes, sir. Vice for 2,000.
Paul Thomas Anderson got an Oscar nomination for writing this 2014 Joaquin Phoenix film. It was called Inherent Vice. We go somewhere else now, Cheryl.
Speak of the Dickens 400.
In A Christmas Carol, this man's ghost tells Scrooge,
Marley.
I wear the chain I forged in life. I made it link by link. Zoe.
Who is Marley?
Jacob Marley. Yes.
Dickens 8.
Philip is raised by his sister.
Great
Joe
Expectations.
Gargery in this classic. Cheryl?
What is Great Expectations?
Correct.
Dickens 1200.
Trent is the last name of this little girl who lives in the old curiosity shop. Sarah.
Who is Dorrit?
No. Zoe.
Who is Nell?
Little Nell. Yeah.
Dickens 16.
Answer. Hey, Daily Double. You have just moved ahead of Cheryl.
2,000.
Here it is. Here's the clue. Dickens used Thomas Carlyle's The French Revolution for much of the background of this.
Tale Two Cities?
What is a tale of two cities?
You are right. The best of times, the worst of times. So far, the best for you.
Dickens for 2.
He wonders whether I shall turn out to be the hero of my own life. Zoe.
Who is David Copperfield?
Correct.
Yeah.
Places for 4.
The colors of this national park's Grand Prismatic Spring are caused by bacteria that
Yellowstone?
thrive at varying temperatures. Cheryl.
What is Yellowstone?
Yes.
U.S. place is 800.
Visitors to this Honolulu palace are shown an introductory video titled
What is it
A King's
called?
Noble Vision. That would be the Iolani Palace. Cheryl, back to you.
Let's go to parts of the organ, 400.
The hepatic artery. Cheryl.
What is the liver?
That's it.
Parts of the organ, 800.
The intermediate bronchus. Zoe.
What is the throat?
Nope. Sarah.
What are the lungs?
Lungs.
Parts of the organ, 1200.
The gastric pits. Zoe.
What is the stomach?
Yeah.
Beastly words and phrases for 4.
When it comes to paying you this animal up. When it comes to hair, it's quite a tale. Sarah?
What is pony?
Pony, yeah.
Beastly for 8.
The Beastie Boys could tell you
Monkey.
this animal refers to weather that's really cold. Brass monkey. Sarah.
Beastly for 12.
Colorful term for a misleading
Red
clue,
herring.
which I hope the clue I'm reading is not. Cheryl.
What is a red herring?
Yes.
Beastly word, 1600.
Here's Jimmy.
If a college ref makes the signal here, this equine title killed eagle tackle has been called, costing the defense 15 yards and an automatic first down.
Sarah.
It's a horse collar tackle?
That's it.
Beastly for 2000.
Shakespeare gave us the line, cry havoc and let slip these
The Hounds of War?
Cheryl.
What are the dogs of war?
That's
Yeah, okay.
more coming
Parts
forward.
of
If
the
it's
organ,
dogs or hounds.
1600.
The superior parietal lobule. Cheryl.
What is the brain?
Right.
Parts of the organ, 2000.
Answer. You have regained the lead.
I'll just wager 1,000.
1,000 only. All right. Here is the clue. The vitreous body.
The eye.
What is the eyeball?
Yes.
Straight, you're the man, 400.
This king of singers, the man with the velvet voice, had a hit with Unforgettable. And that's what he
That
was.
King Cole?
Zoe.
Who is Nat King Cole?
Right.
Man for 8.
British engineer and gambler Joseph Jaggers was the man who broke the bank at this
Monaco?
casino. Zoe.
What is Monte Carlo?
Yeah.
Man for 12.
For his many roles, silent horror film actor Lon Chaney was the man of these.
1,000 Faces?
Cheryl.
What is Many Faces?
No. Zoe or Sarah? He was the man of 1,000 faces. More than just many. Zoe, back to you.
Man for 16.
As a star in this sport in the 1950s, Sandor Kosic was the man with the golden head. Sarah.
What is soccer?
Yes.
Man for 2000.
This author of the Time Machine is the man
H.G.
who invented
Wells.
tomorrow. Sarah.
H.G. Wells?
Yes.
U.S. places for 12.
The U.S. flag flies 24 hours a day over Mount Moriah Cemetery in this South Dakota town.
Tombstone?
That would be Deadwood. 2 clues left, Sarah.
1600.
In 1996, North Tarrytown, New York officially changed its name to this to honor a short story. Sarah.
Sleepy Hollow?
Good, now the last clue. A walking tour of this stately Nevada city includes the Red Garter Saloon and the Territorial Enterprise Building. That would be Virginia City, Nevada. All right, look at those scores, ladies and gentlemen. How good were these ladies today? Can't get much closer than that. Final Jeopardy coming up. Religious terms. Think about it. Say a prayer. Make your way through. Back in a moment. Obviously, these women are evenly matched. They are now dealing with religious terms. Here is your clue. Unlike newer Bibles, the King James Version usually translates Pneuma Hagion as this, which can lead to unnerving images. 30 seconds. Good luck.
Numa. Well, Hagia Sophia means love of... I forgot, they said this. Numa, breath. So, yeah, Numa probably means like breath, which is...
potential for a big
Breath of Life? I don't know.
With a lot of money. Sarah, will it be you?
Doesn't make any sense.
What is chest heaving? No, not be you. Because you lost $10,198 to $2. Let's go to Her Majesty, Cheryl Guy. 10,600. She wrote down what is Holy Ghost. That's correct.
Okay.
Your wager, biggie or small? Big. Up to 20,600 your total as we come to Zoe. 10,900 going into final. And lung disease. Oh, who has? You lost 3,000. You're going to finish in second place today. But Cheryl Guy, congratulations. The principal has done it. 20,600.
Something. Oh, good. That was good enough. All right. Oh, nice. Okay. It's like, yeah, nice. Boop. Don't do that again. Come on, come on. Nice.
Coming to our program yesterday, principal of a high school, so you know all the students are at home watching, and some of them probably hoping that you would not do well. You came through like a champ. Eli and Tanner, welcome aboard, gentlemen. Let's go to work in the Jeopardy round, shall we?
Ah, shit.
And we'll deal with categories. States by city trash talking. Oh, gosh. Followed by the 1860s. Biblical big screen.
Shit, dude.
On Mount Rushmore. Running a hotel. And finally, Brexit. The letters BR will exit a word and produce the correct response for you. Okay? Cheryl, start.
Let's start with biblical big screen for 200.
Yul Brynner played this vain pharaoh in 1956 in the
Jesus.
Ten Commandments. Eli.
Who was Ramses?
Yes.
Biblical big screen for 400.
Hollywood hotties Eddie Lamar and Victor Mature were this lusty biblical couple in a 1949 epic. Cheryl?
Samson and Delilah.
Yes.
Biblical big screen 600.
As King Herod in this musical film, Josh Mostel challenged Jesus
Christ
to
Superstar.
walk across my swimming pool. Tanner.
What is Jesus Christ Superstar?
That's right. You're on the board.
1860s for 200.
It became a united, independent country for the first time under King Victor Emmanuel. Cheryl.
What is Italy?
Jeez.
1860s 400.
On January 21st, 1861, this Southerner pleaded for peace as he quit the U.S.
Lincoln.
with Jefferson, Davis.
Of course.
Cheryl.
1860.
Southerner, duh.
Here's Sarah with the clue.
In 1869, the end of the glamorous tea clipper era was at hand. Steamships could economically bring tea from China because they needed less coal with the opening of this waterway.
Tanner,
What is the Suez Canal?
Navy man comes through. Way to go.
1860s for 800.
Answer there. All right, Tanner.
I'll make it a true daily double, Alex.
Okay, 2400. Here is the clue. In 1867, this microbiologist was appointed professor of chemistry at the Sorbonne.
I don't have it.
Who is Louis Pasteur? So you dropped a zero, but it's so early. Not a factor. Go.
1860s for 1,000.
Transcontinental telegraphy began on October 24th, 1861. This other service officially closed 2 days later. Tanner?
What is the Pony Express?
Oh, yeah, okay.
And in the lead.
States by City Trash Talking for 200.
Truth or Consequences isn't a choice, and Los Alamos may be the bomb, but it's Roswell
Arizona.
that ends well. Eli.
What is New Mexico?
That is the state.
Let's take biblical for 800.
Rita Hayworth was the wicked title character trying to get ahead in this 1953 Bible pick. Cheryl?
What is Salome?
Yes.
Biblical big
Damn it.
In 2014, Anthony Hopkins was Methuselah, grandfather of this title man chosen by God for a big job.
Noah.
Eli.
Who is Noah?
Noah. Yes.
Take states for 400.
Sure, Ogden and Orem are nice, but I prefer Brigham City. Gee, I really got to work on my trash talking. Tanner?
What is Utah?
That's it.
States for 600.
I get no kick from Champagne. I'm not Havana good time. I only play in Peoria. Eli?
Oregon.
What is Illinois?
That's it.
Oh, that's right.
States 800.
I'm not
Jeez, that was close.
Everybody loves Raymond. Eli?
What is Washington?
Hey, I'm in tied for first now.
Stick 3 forks in it, it's done. And kiss our butte, Bozeman.
Wyoming.
Cheryl?
What is Montana?
That is right.
Oh.
That takes you to 2,400. A lot of fun in that category. We're going to take a break, though. Come back in a moment or two. Tanner Hesse is from San Diego, California. Sometimes the information I receive on these cards is a little mystifying. It says here that you ran your first marathon in June, and the next day your child accidentally arrived. Is there a connection between the two?
Yes, absolutely. So we had scheduled an induction for the 7th, or so we thought, and I ran the marathon on the 5th, and we were sitting around on the 6th. Of course, I was sore as can be, and we got a call from the hospital saying, hey, you're supposed to be here today for your induction. So we looked at each other and said, okay, let's go.
All right, nice. Eli Nehus from Fayetteville, Arkansas. Didn't have a television set after college.
That's right, Alex.
But you were a big fan.
Oh, so this lets me. Oh, it doesn't let me do a designated hitter.
Getting on the treadmill and jogging very slowly. So I would still have enough breath, yell out answers.
Obviously at work, you look to be in great shape.
Thank you.
All righty. Cheryl Guy is our high school principal champion. Now, you're a neat freak also. Does that come out at school also? Do you let that influence everything at your high school?
Yes. Well, if you go to my office, there is absolutely nothing on my desk. Everything is in its place, and it drives me nuts when I go around the building and see things that are messy. So
you come down on the kids. All right. Good for you. Pick up that signaling device and make a selection.
we're going to try BR exit for 200.
A sibling loses its BR and becomes this word meaning additional.
Other.
Tanner.
What is other?
Brother? Other. Yes.
Brexit for 400.
Riding trousers get too big for BR, making these annoying sensations.
Itches.
Tanner.
What are itches? Brexit for 600.
Dropping BR from a horse's harness gets this state of inactivity. Cheryl.
What is idle?
Idle for bridle.
BRX at 800.
The BR strolls away from a word for any prickly shrub to walk along as this easy gait. Cheryl.
What is amble?
Amble from bramble. Right.
That was pretty stupid. I should have known that
A
one more.
word for the edge of a steep place jettisons its BR and becomes the slang word for publicity. Eli.
What is ink?
Correct.
I'll take Mount Rushmore for 200.
Wyatt Earp said that this dentist sometimes drank 3 quarts of whiskey in a day.
Doc Holliday.
It was Doc Holliday.
Correct, you're in the lead now.
Lushmore for 400.
Drunk for his 1865 inaugural as vice president, he said, I kissed this book in the face of my nation.
Oh God, it was
the Bible.
Grant.
Cheryl?
Who is Johnson?
Andrew
Oh
Johnson.
no.
Correct.
600
Guess that was
Lushmore.
after.
One legend about this Who drummer says that to slow their intake, he and Oliver Reed used a tortoise to pass the bottle.
Moon.
Tanner.
Who is Moon?
Keith Moon, right.
Rushmore for 800.
Bill Clinton said this blotto Russian president tried to hail a cab on a D.C. street clad only in underwear. He wanted pizza.
What's his name? Yeltsin.
And the Russian leader was Boris Yeltsin. Back to you, Tanner.
Rushmore for 1,000.
In a 1935 letter from Key West, he wrote, I have drunk since I was 15, and few things have given me more
Hemingway.
pleasure. Tanner.
Who is Hemingway?
You are right, with less than a minute to go.
Hotel for 1,000.
Weston, Sheraton, and St. Regis hotels are all part of this stellar company. Part of Starwood Hotels. Back to you, Tanner.
Hotel for 200.
It's the Spanish word we use for a small room next to a pool
Cabana?
on the beach. Eli.
What is Laguna?
No? Tanner.
What is a cabana?
Cabana, that's it.
Hotel for 400.
In 1963, D.C.'s Madison Hotel pioneered this room
Minibar.
with convenient drinks, snacks, and 300% price markups. Tanner.
What is a minibar?
You got it.
Hotel for 600.
Tom Hiddleston plays this title hotel functionary in the 2016 miniseries based on John Le Carre's novel. That series is called The Night Manager.
Okay.
And with that, Tanner and Cheryl wind up this first round tied for the lead. Eli only $400 behind. He goes first in Double Jeopardy. Yesterday we had a very, very close match, and today it's shaping up the same. Eli trailing Tanner and Cheryl by only 400. Here are the categories for Double Jeopardy. Castles. Short and sweet. Books. On TV now. Composers. And finally, know your scales. Where would you like to start?
On TV now for 2,000.
Corey Stoll plays a CDC doc trying to stop a viral outbreak on this FX series.
That's nice.
Eli.
What is
The Strain?
The Strain?
Yes, it is the Strain, and now you are in the lead all by yourself.
Okay, on TV now for 1,600.
The title of this Will Forte sitcom turns out to be a lie.
The Last Man on Earth.
Eli again.
What is The Last Man on Earth?
Correct.
On TV now 1,200.
Miley Cyrus and This Girl on Fire joined the
Oh
Voice
God.
of
Alicia Keys.
Eli.
Who's Alicia Keys?
Right.
On TV now 800.
President Obama is among those who have gone running wild with this British
Bear
adventurer.
Grylls.
Eli.
Who is Bear Grylls?
Yes.
On TV now 400.
Jordan Rogers won JoJo's heart on this reality show in 2016.
Bachelor.
Eli again.
Who is the Bachelorette?
Yep, but there are no more TV clues up there, Eli. What you gonna do now?
Let's do books for 400.
In this 2005 novel, Bella tells Edward, I like the night. Without the dark, we'd never see the stars. Tanner.
What is Twilight?
Correct.
Books for
That's
800.
some good writing.
Book 24 in Sue Grafton's Kinsey Millhone series has
X.
just this letter as its title. Tanner.
What is X?
Good.
Books for 1,200.
Answer. Well, Eli was on a roll a moment ago. You are in position now now take the lead away from him.
I'll do 3,000.
That'll put you close. Here is the clue in books.
Oh, what?
Oscar-nominated, a 2015 film was based on this bestseller about Ailish, a young Irish immigrant in New York City in the 1950s.
The artist?
What is
Something. It was a delightful film called Brooklyn.
Never even heard of it.
Great performance. Go again, Tanner.
books for 1,600?
Among Amazon's 20 best-selling books of 2015 were, for the first time, 2 of these books that aren't meant to be read. Cheryl.
What are coloring books?
That's right.
Books for 2,000.
Petals on the Wind was the first sequel to this V.C. Andrews novel. Cheryl.
What is Flowers in the Attic?
Oh, I knew it.
Short and sweet for 400.
A donut edition, or something your eyes can
Glaze.
over in a lifeless way. Cheryl.
What is glaze?
Glaze over, yeah.
Sweet 800.
Sounding like a Voltaire work, this word is found before yams and walnuts.
Candied?
Eli?
What is candied?
Oh, I get it.
Composers 400.
Alberto Ginastera composed much of his music in what has been called the gauchesco tradition of his native Cheryl.
What is Argentina?
Yeah, that's right.
Composers 800.
After his death, his unfinished Turandot was finished by Franco Alfano under the supervision of Toscanini.
Rodin?
Eli.
Who is Puccini?
Puccini, right you are.
Oh, composers.
The Beethoven House, the composer's birthplace, is a museum in this city.
Vienna?
City is Bonn. Back to you, Eli.
Yeah.
Composer 1,600.
This Viennese
No,
composer's
who is this?
Gretchen at the spinning wheel marks the rise of the German Lied or art song. Tanner?
Who is? Bach?
No.
Who am I thinking? Is it Mozart? Schubert. Okay, he's Viennese.
Back to you, Eli.
Let's do scales for 400.
It was developed in 1935 to measure earthquake magnitude.
Seismograph?
Tanner.
What is the Richter scale? Correct.
Oh.
Scales for 800.
Scales.
Scale. 1 to 63,000.
Mile.
60 means 1 inch to 1 this. Cheryl.
What is a mile?
That's right.
Scales 1,200.
Answer. You have moved up nicely. You trail Eli by a mere 2,000.
I'm going to wager 3,000.
With a lead, here is the clue. Con Air makes a bathroom scale bearing the name of this group, founded by Jean Nidetch.
What is Weight Watchers?
You are correct.
Of course.
Now in the lead.
Scale 1,600.
On this scale of mineral hardness,
Mohs.
is a 7. Tanner.
What is the Mohs scale?
Yes.
Scales for 2,000.
It's the P in MMPI2, a test that has scales to find
Personality?
naivete and brooding. Eli.
What is personality?
Right.
Composers 2,000.
He began his Leningrad Symphony in that besieged city in late 1941. Eli.
Who is Tchaikovsky?
Damn it.
Cheryl or Tanner? Tanner.
Who is Stravinsky?
No. Cheryl.
Who is Rimsky-Korsakov?
No. Who is Dmitri Shostakovich? Eli, back to you.
Okie doke.
Castles for 400.
This city's Rosenborg Castle houses
Copenhagen?
Danish jewels and has one of the finest collections of Venetian glass. Cheryl.
What is Copenhagen?
Right, less than a minute now.
Castles 800.
Bram Stoker is said to have based the castle of Dracula,
Transylvania.
Bran Castle, in this region of Romania. Cheryl.
What is Transylvania?
Right.
Castles 2,000.
Neuschwanstein Castle in Bavaria was built by King Ludwig to honor this composer, whom he greatly admired.
Mozart.
Eli.
Who is Beethoven?
No. Cheryl or Tanner? Wagner. Back to
Oh,
Cheryl.
yes.
Castles 1,600.
Most weekends, when she hasn't an official engagement, Queen Elizabeth II leaves London for this castle. She goes to Windsor.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Go again.
Castles 1,200.
The Crimea's Swallow's Nest Castle, seen here, has been hanging precariously over this sea since a 1927 earthquake. Tanner.
What is the Black Sea?
You are right.
Short and sweet for 2,000.
This four-letter French word declaring sweetness could describe your Veuve Clicquot. And that word is due.
Oh, yes, of course.
Short for 1600.
Add an E to the end of this sweet stuff, and you get a word meaning cloyingly sweet. Sweet stuff is saccharine.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Wrap up this round with Cheryl in the lead. And now, players, get ready for this subject. European countries.
Oh, boy.
Make a wager. Back in a moment. European countries, the subject for Final Jeopardy today as we wrap up the week. Here is the clue, players. Once the center of an empire, it didn't exist as an independent nation. From 1938
Austria?
to 1955. You have 30 seconds. Good luck.
Didn't exist as an independent nation. Means it was part. So it was like incorporated. Or could it be Turkey?
What happened in 1938? Tanner, we come to you first.
Maybe it's Turkey.
You were in third place. What was your response? What is Hungary? Close. No cigar.
I bet it's Turkey.
Nothing. All right. Let's stay at 2,000. Eli, you had 9,400. Which country did you pick? You said Macedonia. No, that is incorrect as well. And you lose only 31.73, dropping you to 6,227. Cheryl, over to you now. You're the champ. You got 11,600. You're shaking your head because you realize that Poland is incorrect. The correct response is Austria.
Oh, okay. That was my other guess.
That drops you out of the lead, and it makes Eli our new Jeopardy champion. He's going to take home $6,227.
Oh no. Oh, nice.
Hello, and welcome to our show. Small win for Eli on Friday. Our champions on Jeopardy are averaging much higher than that, so I'm looking forward to a big payday today. Good luck. Here we go. Let's take a look at the category, shall we? First off, it's the Geneva Convention. That's followed by Got Your Name Tag. Things around the house. In out of context, you have to name the prisons at work. That's followed by Lots of Luck. Luck's coming up often. And finally, a movie to die for. Eli.
Movies for 200.
With the help of a shotgun blast, Tony Montana takes a dive in this 1983 film. Eli?
What is Scarface?
Correct.
Movies 400.
In a 2015 film, his estranged son unmasks, then impales him and says thank you before Chewie gets off a few shots.
On Solo.
Eli.
What is Star Wars The Force Awakens?
No.
You didn't read the question.
Mary? We're going for the character, and the character is Han Solo. You were on the right track, Eli. You just misread the clue. Go again, though.
Movie 600.
Oh
At the end of The
no.
Dark Knight, this character, played by Aaron Eckhart,
Two-Face.
John.
Who's Harvey Dent?
Yes.
Movie to die for 800.
Oh, that's
Sean
true
Connery
too.
won an Oscar for this film, in which his
I guess he
character doesn't
ever.
survive.
Eli. What is the Untouchables?
Yeah.
That's it. You're on the plus
Got
side.
to say
Movies
that.
1000.
It was shocking when this lead and Oscar winner died in Kingsman, The Secret Service. Eli?
Who's Colin Firth?
Yes, that's $1,000 more for you.
No, what the fuck?
In 1956, GE pioneered this kitchen counter favorite that combines two food heating appliances. Mary.
What's a toaster oven?
Yes.
Around the house for 4?
Sit back and relax in this brand
Lazy
of
boy.
reclining armchairs that have let us put our feet up since 1941. Mary.
What's a Barca lounger?
That's it.
Oh,
Around
what?
the house 600?
The French name of this wardrobe cupboard indicates that it originally stored weapons.
Oh,
John.
armoire, yeah.
That's it.
Around the house 800?
Sarah has the clue.
Examples of window treatment options include Venetian blinds and this type, also named for an Italian city. Basically just a material rolled up and down on a cord.
And they are known as Roman shades. John, pick again.
Around the house 1,000.
A finial, an ornamental piece, may adorn this post at the bottom of a staircase.
Not a banister.
That is known as a newel post.
And a what?
Go somewhere else now, John.
Geneva Convention for 200.
When Geneva is cited on Hogan's Heroes, it's usually the 1929 convention devoted to
Prisoners of War.
Eli.
Prisoners of War?
Yes.
Luck for 200.
Five-word phrase for the good fortune of the sons of Aaron. John.
What is the luck of the Irish?
That's it.
Lots of luck for 400.
Double hyphenated term.
Oh, what? No! I didn't.
John.
What is happy-go-lucky?
Correct.
Lots of luck 600.
This product was introduced in 1964 with 4 different marbits, or marshmallow bits.
Lucky Charms.
Mary?
What are Lucky Charms?
Correct.
Lots of luck 800.
Dirty Harry
What?
tells the punk he's got to ask himself this 4-word
Do I feel
question.
lucky?
Eli.
Do you feel lucky, punk? What is do you feel lucky, punk?
No.
Do I feel lucky or do you feel lucky?
What? No, you can't take it. That's
All right,
bullshit.
players off to a good start, and
You can't take it for getting the quote wrong.
back here in a moment.
No.
As I look back on my own family tree, there is nobody famous that I am descended from. But that's not true for you, Mary Caruso. Somebody very, very famous.
Yes. Well, my sister has gotten into family genealogy in recent years, and she has discovered that Charlemagne was our 38th.
So what? Everyone's related to Charlemagne. That's nothing. That means nothing.
John Abelard.
What a dumb story.
Arlington, Virginia. You played the sousaphone.
Yes, Alex.
Did you start in college? Were you a member of the school band, the marching band?
I started in high school. I was originally a piano player, and I wanted to join the high school marching band, so we needed more low brass players, and I learned how to play the sousaphone, and I played in high school marching band, played in the marching band at Notre Dame, and now I own one and play in our alumni band.
Well, good for you. Hard to march with a piano.
Yeah.
Eli Nehus from Fayetteville,
Can you please
Arkansas,
stop
is
throwing
our champion. Enjoys fantasy
What the fuck?
sports. What are we talking about here? Which one?
Fantasy baseball and fantasy football.
I knew it was coming and I still threw it.
I'm a fantasy baseball champion. Can't seem to get to the fantasy football.
Why am I still throwing?
But maybe someday.
Yeah, tough season.
Okay, don't. Okay, never mind. Now I
Let's
can
get back in,
swing.
because you have command of the board, so make a selection as we go on.
Luck for 1,000.
To take this means to accept whatever's available, especially food. Eli.
What is the luck of the draw?
No. John or Mary?
That kind of makes sense.
Taking potluck. Potluck. We're talking about food. Back to you, Eli.
Geneva Convention 400.
Article 1 of the 1864 First Convention called for protection of military hospitals and these
Ambulances.
vehicles. Mary.
What are ambulances?
Yes.
Got your name tag 200.
Here you go, Mr. Winner of this decisive 1805 naval battle. Mary?
What is Trafalgar?
Correct.
Got your name tag 400?
May I just say you're an inspiration to millions and richly deserve this 2014 award?
No, she doesn't.
What is the Nobel Peace Prize?
Correct.
Context 200.
A memoir. On February 4th, 2004, Larry drove me to the women's prison in Danbury, Connecticut. Eli.
What is Orange is the New Black?
That's it.
Context 400.
By Stephen King. The inmates made jokes about the chair. They called it Old Sparky or the Big Juicy.
Shawshank.
Mary.
What is Shawshank?
No.
No.
John.
What is the Shawshank Redemption?
No.
Oh, it's.
Eli.
What is the Green Mile?
Green Mile.
Oh, yeah.
Correct.
I was gonna say the original story by
How do people get
Stephen
to this
King wasn't
clandestine
actually called.
archipelago? Compulsorily via arrest is the answer. Eli.
What is the Gulag Archipelago?
That's it.
It wasn't actually called The Shawshank Redemption. It was called like Rita Hayworth's in The
The
Shawshank.
door closed noisily behind him. He was in prison. Antes is the Count of Monte Cristo. Eli.
Context 1000.
At last, news arrived that Raskolnikov shunned everybody, and that in prison he was unpopular with the convicts.
Warren.
Eli.
What is Crime and Punishment?
Yeah, that's what I meant to say.
Name tag 600.
We hope you'll be signing copies of this work, your fullest description of the ideal state.
Oh, The Elements?
What is the Republic?
Oh, okay.
Less
Yeah.
than a minute now.
Name tag 800.
You might not want to wear your tag if there's anyone here from this island you ruled from 1971 to 1986.
Haiti?
John?
What is Haiti?
Correct.
Name tag for 1000.
Sorry, Attila. I know you wanted it to say Flagellum Dei, Latin for this, but they said no nicknames.
Whips.
Attila was known as the Scourge of God, Flagellum Dei.
Oh, I thought you said flagellum.
Geneva Convention for 800.
Answer. All right. You cannot catch Eli.
I will bet 1500.
Okay, here's the clue. The 1906 convention called for ratifications to be filed in this nearby national
Vienna?
capital.
What is Zurich?
No, what is Bern? National capital. You're down 700,
Keep
which
saying
means
Vienna.
you're in third place, which means you're going first in
We'll
double
get the
jeopardy.
answer eventually.
That round begins after this. A big bet on a daily double that didn't pay off for John a few moments ago, but a lot of cash in double jeopardy, so redemption is at hand with civil rights leaders. Geometric shape, rhyme time. Oh boy. The Emmys of 1967. You'll deal with tech talk, rooms full of culture, and finally, counties. Each correct response will begin with a C. John, off you go.
Counties for 400.
Illinois' most populous. Eli.
What is Chicago?
No. John.
What is Cook?
Cook County, correct.
Counties 800.
Ireland's second most populous.
Cork.
Mary.
What is Cork?
Cork. Right you are.
The Emmys 1967 for
There's
400.
Before it was an action film series with Tom Cruise, it was the 1967 Emmy winner as Outstanding
Mission
Drama.
Impossible.
Eli.
What is Mission Impossible?
Right.
Emmys 800.
Nip it in the bud and name this man who won for Best Supporting Actor in a comedy.
Don Knotts.
Eli.
It was Don Knotts.
Yes.
Emmys 1200.
I'm a believer in this TV series that beat out Bewitched to win Best Comedy. John.
What is the Monkeys?
Right.
Counties for 1200.
Answer. Daily double. I'll say the same thing I said to you earlier. You don't have enough to catch Eli and replace him in the lead, but you can move close.
Wager 1300.
Okay, here's the clue in counties. Southwest Texas County, named for a man who died in San Antonio.
Bowie?
What is Crockett?
Crockett is right.
Okay. Fuck!
Again, John.
Counties 1600.
Catty English County, on the border of Wales. Mary.
What is Cheshire?
Good.
The Emmys 1600.
An award for daytime shows went to this Beastly series sponsored by Mutual of Omaha Insurance. Mary.
What is Animal Kingdom?
No.
Wild Kingdom.
Mary, you're on the right track. It was Wild Kingdom. Mutual of Omaha's Wild Kingdom. Pick again, though.
Emmys 2000.
Buck Henry and Leonard Stern walked off with the Comedy Writing Emmy for this show that featured a lot of chaos. Mary.
What is Get Smart?
Good.
Counties for 2000.
Ohio's most populous. Cleveland is there. John.
What is Cuyahoga?
Yes.
Civil rights leader is 400.
In 2013, President Obama unveiled a new statue of this First Lady of Civil Rights in Statuary Hall.
Rosa Parks.
John.
Who's Rosa Parks?
Correct.
Civil rights leader is 800.
This abolitionist and orator, who was born into slavery in Maryland, is often called the
Booker T.
father of the
Washington?
civil rights movement. Mary.
Who's Douglas?
Oh yeah, duh.
Correct.
Booker T. Washington was like further left.
I'm ABC News' senior legal correspondent, Sunny Hostin. I would have loved to interview this civil rights hero and lawyer who helped end segregation in public schools before his historic appointment to the Supreme Court.
Mary.
Who's Thurgood Marshall?
Correct.
Mm-hmm.
Civil rights 1600.
This hero of civil rights marches was first elected to represent Georgia's 5th Congressional District in 1986. And in the news a lot this past year, John Lewis. Back to you, Mary.
Civil rights 2000.
It takes a while.
In 2005, the Jackson International Airport was renamed in honor of this leader, slain outside his home in 1963. Mary.
Who is Evers?
Medgar Evers.
Yeah,
Correct.
Geometric shape rhyme time for 400.
Specific area for a shape with a circular base that tapers to a point. Mary.
What is a cone zone?
Good.
Geometric 800.
A right-angled rectangular seat. What is a square chair? Mary.
Geometric 1200.
The orb close at hand.
These.
Eli.
What is a near sphere?
Yes.
Tech Talk 400.
Fittingly, you speak of driving this, the number of people viewing a website. John.
What are hits?
No.
Driving.
Eli.
What are views?
No. Where we're going for is traffic. Eli. Go again.
Tech Talk 1200.
This item that identifies a particular cell phone user now comes in nano size, about 12 by 9 millimeters. Eli.
SIM
What is a
card,
SIM
yeah.
card?
Good.
Tech Talk 1600.
Requiring one thing you have, like an ATM card, and one you know, like a PIN, is called two-factor
Identification.
also
Oh,
known as 2FA.
authentication.
Mary.
What is identification?
No.
Authentication.
Eli or John? John.
What is authentication?
That's it.
Tech Talk 2000.
Also plotted by prisoners, it's a hack
Jailbreak.
that lets you run an application your phone's maker hasn't approved. John.
What is jailbreaking?
Jailbreaking.
Geometric shape rhyme time 1600.
Friction reducer for a symmetrical three-dimensional shape.
A prism.
That would be a cube lube.
Rhyme time 2000.
The emptiness within the quadrilateral with two parallel sides.
A trapezoid void.
Quadrilateral with two parallel sides is a trapezoid, and the emptiness is the void. Back to you, John.
Tech Talk 800.
When discussing image quality on your computer screen, you may hear PPI, meaning these per inch.
Pixels.
Eli.
What is a pixel?
Yes.
Let's take Culture for 2000.
The Rose Cinemas and Harvey Theater are part of BAM, short for this cutting-edge art center in New York City. What is the Brooklyn Academy of Music? Less than a minute to deal with the last four clues.
Culture 1600.
Great acoustics, but an unassuming name at the Serge Kusevitsky Music Shed at this site in the Berkshires. John.
What is Tanglewood?
Correct.
Rooms full of culture 1200.
A performance by a solo classical musician, or the type of hall named for it, like the Bates one at UT Austin. John.
What is recital?
That's the word.
Room full of culture 800.
Answer there. Daily double. And you have forged into a substantial lead.
4500.
Okay, here is the clue. For over a century, Room 12 has been the center of the Velázquez collection of this museum.
Oh, the fuck.
What is the British Museum?
No. What is the Prada?
Prada, yeah.
Madrid. So you drop into second place. It's a really tight game now as we get set for final. 20th century
Oh,
history.
maybe fast pitches are better in general.
Sounds like an easy category, doesn't it? 20th century history. Let's find out. Here's the clue. Villages like Zalesye, Kopachi, and Lubyanka remain
The Chernobyl.
3 decades after this event.
Chernobyl meltdown.
Players, good luck. We're going to begin with you, Mary Caruso, and your response, you wrote it down quickly, then added something. What is nuclear disaster at Chernobyl? You are right. Those are 3 villages in Ukraine. You will almost double your score. You're in the lead right now at 13,950. Let's go to John Avila. He had 7,500. He will add to that. How much? 6501. That brings him into the lead at 14,001, and it takes us to our champion Eli. He had 8,400.
What?
Genocide? No, that's wrong. It'll cost him 7,000. He'll finish in 3rd place today, but we have a new champion to start the week.
Interesting.
And that means he gets to come back and play again tomorrow. Will you? We hope. John Avila, our champion, plays the sousaphone. You heard that on yesterday's program. At the end of yesterday's program, he told me that he might use some of his $14,000 in winnings to buy a new sousaphone. Those things are expensive. Andrea and Pete, I don't know what you will use your winnings for. If you win the game, you'll have a lot, we hope. Good luck. Let's find out. Here are the categories. First off, something to read. Then we have scrambled eggs for you. You're dealing with anagrammed beer brands. Then shades of yellow. College football history. The Constitution. And finally, preamble. Each correct response will be a word that comes before preamble in the dictionary. John.
College football history for 200.
Doubtful we'll see a rematch of the 1919 version of this granddaddy of them all bowl game. Great Lakes 17, Mare Island 0. Pete.
What is the Rose Bowl?
That's it.
Scrambled Kegs 200.
Not just for the stoutest. In Guess.
Guinness.
John.
What is Guinness?
Yes.
College football history 400.
Bear Bryant led Maryland and 2 other schools before rolling to 232 wins at this university. Pete.
What is Alabama?
Alabama. Yeah.
Scrambled Kegs 400.
Perfect for award season. Probable bib nuts.
Feels,
Beer brand is Pabst
Oh, yeah,
Ribbon
duh.
Beer. Long beat back to you.
Scrambled Kegs 600.
Out with the old clean stew.
Newcastle.
That would be Newcastle. Pete, back to you.
Yeah.
Constitution 200.
Article 1, Section 1. All legislative powers herein granted shall be vested in a this of the United States. John?
What is Congress?
Correct.
College football history 600.
Awarded since 1972. In 2015, the Commander-in-Chief's trophy was won by this Maryland school. John.
What is the Naval Academy?
Right.
College football history 800.
Gipper winning aside, he graduated from Notre Dame in 1914 and taught chemistry at the school before he was head coach.
It's not right.
John.
Who is Newt Rockney?
Yes.
College football history 1000.
Here with the glue is Jimmy at the College Football Hall of Fame.
The belt here had little handles, so other players could lock arms and move down the field in one of these formations, later outlawed by the NCAA due to death and injury.
Nice.
Pete?
What is a scrum?
No. John.
What is the wedge? Flying wedge?
Thank you. Yes, the flying wedge.
Constitution 400.
At the end, done in convention in the year of our Lord 1700 and blank blank. Pete.
What is 87?
Yes.
Constitution
Nice.
600.
Article 6. No religious this shall ever be required as a qualification to any office or public
Background?
Andrea.
What is test?
Oh, yeah.
I will take something to read for 200, please.
The 1,452-page Penguin Classics edition of this
War and
Tolstoy
Peace.
tome. If you've got a month or two to spare. Gone.
What is War and Peace?
Right.
Constitution for 800.
Answer.
Ooh.
And you're kind of a Washington lawyer, so this might be your category. You have 3,000 to put at risk.
I'll make it a true daily double.
Okay, here's the clue. Amendment 12.
Oops.
The blanks shall meet in their respective states and vote by ballot for president and vice president.
What are electors?
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, nice.
6,000.
Constitution for 1,000.
Article 2, Section 2. The president shall have power by and with the blank and blank of the Senate to make treaties. John.
What is advice and consent?
Right again.
Scrambled Kegs 800.
Tonight is kind of special. New labor. And the beer brand is Lowenbrau. We're going to take a break. Back in a moment. Pete Tachivana is a bartender from North Highlands, California. That beer category is tough. Couldn't they come up with something like Coors or...
That's what I was expecting.
Yeah. Okay. You are a doer of good deeds with regard to blood donation.
Yes.
Tell me how much blood you have given over the years.
One donation away from 13 gallons.
Oh, smokes. What blood type are you?
O positive.
O positive. Is that the universal donor?
O negative.
O negative. Okay. Andrea Kempers is a
You're
history
useful.
educator from Colorado. You are an educator for parks and open space system. I don't know what that is. What does that mean?
Well, the county where I work is right in the foothills of the Rocky Mountains, and they have a system of open space parks with a lot of historic sites, ruins, ranch houses, and I get to go out in the parks and tell people about those historical sites.
Good for you. It's like being a docent.
It is, yeah. It's paid, however.
How nice.
Yes.
All right, good for you. John Avila, an attorney from Arlington, Virginia. This man is not only bright, he is athletic. He had a varsity letter that he earned in high school in
Girls basketball. One of my favorite teachers was the head coach, and I started doing PA announcing, and I was also the statistician for the boys and the girls team. And at the end of the year, I got invited to the banquet for varsity athletes and was awarded a varsity letter in girls basketball for excellence in PA announcing and actually broadcasting on public access TV.
Great claim to fame. You're still in command of the board. Go ahead.
Let's go preamble for 200.
From the Latin for thing to be done.
Itinerary.
To be covered at a meeting. John,
what is agenda?
Oh, I got the wrong.
In showbiz, this Latin phrase means improvise, wing it. On a prescription, it means take it
As.
John,
what is ad lib?
Yeah. Okay.
Preamble 600.
Beginning in 1972, these ABC specials dealt with issues and concerns of young people. John.
What are after-school specials?
Oh, yes.
800, preamble.
Save the name of a pain reliever brand. Add 2 syllables, and you have this word meaning to relieve
Analgesic?
pain. John.
What is alleviate?
Oh, yeah.
Preamble 1000.
Robert Herrick rhymed, against diseases here the strongest fence is the defense of virtue. This one. Andrea.
What is the best defense?
No. Peter John.
Oh.
What is abstinence?
Oh, yeah.
Is the best. John.
Let's go shades of yellow 200.
A hair color that could be platinum or peroxide.
Blonde.
Andrea.
What is blonde?
Good.
I'll have shades of yellow for 400, please.
A pet songbird. Pete.
What is a canary?
Yeah.
Scrambled eggs for 1,000.
Enjoyed by a range of people. Area invaders.
Range.
Andrea.
What is Sierra Nevada?
Correct.
Shades of yellow for 600, please.
A condiment made from the seeds of
Mustard.
the genus Brassica. John.
What is mustard?
That's it.
Something to read 400.
James Baldwin's 1950
The Mountain.
classic. Go tell it on this. John.
What is the mountain?
Right.
Something to read 600.
This man's Walter Docteur. You're into 15th century English.
Chaucer?
John again.
What is Mallory?
Correct. Thomas Mallory.
Shades of yellow 800.
The wildflower and copy paper colors seen.
Goldenrod.
What is goldenrod?
Yeah.
Yes.
Shades of yellow 1,000.
A type of transport. The color is also known as
Taxi
yellow.
or taxi cab.
Andrea.
What is school bus yellow?
Oh, yeah.
Something to read 800.
William Blake's Songs of Innocence and of Experience, including this poem about a member of
Tiger.
the Fielding family.
John. What is a tiger?
That's it.
Something to read 1,000.
Charles Dickens' Nicholas Nickleby, originally published under this 3-letter pseudonym.
Pete.
What is Boz?
Oh, yeah.
Right, taking you up to 1,400. You are still in 3rd place, however, which means you go first in Double Jeopardy. When we come back. Our champion is on fire. He's gotten off to an excellent start. Pete, a lot of catching up to do, but we're going to take you back into the ancient world, the first category in Double Jeopardy, followed by Letter Perfect, a triple feature, composers, state parks, and finally odd combined responses. Where would you like to start?
Ancient world 400.
The Roman poet Horace was known for a series of witty works called not parodies,
Satires?
but these. Pete.
What are satires?
That's it.
Ancient world 800.
Answer there. You can listen up to 2,000, even though you have but 1,800.
I'll bet it all.
Okay, here's the clue. Don't be phobic about giving
Wow.
us this name for the central market and meeting place of many
Agora.
ancient Greek cities.
What is agora?
That is right. You have 3,600.
Ancient world 1,200.
This religion of ancient Persia has a good god, Ahura
Oh,
Mazda, and a bad spirit, Ahriman. John.
What is Zoroastrianism?
Oh, yeah.
Ancient world 1600.
In the Bingfa, or Art of War, this
Sun
Chinese
Tzu.
general laid out his battle strategies. Andrea.
Who's Lao Tzu?
Lao Tzu.
John.
Sun Tzu?
Sun Tzu, not Lao Tzu.
Composers 400.
In the 2000s alone, 13 of his movie scores
John
have been
Williams?
Oscar nominated, including War Horse and The Book Thief. Andrea.
Who is Williams?
John Williams, yes.
Composer's 800?
This Finn abandoned his law studies and went on to compose The Swan of Tuonela and Finlandia. Andrea.
Who is Sibelius?
Yes.
Composer's 1200.
Victor Herbert composed more than 40 operettas,
Toyland?
including Naughty Marietta and Babes in This Place. Andrea.
What is Toyland?
Correct.
Composer's 1600?
Answer? You're in third place. You can move into second, obviously.
I think I will make it a true daily double.
All right, for 6,800. Here is the clue. This German-born composer wrote 4 coronation anthems for Britain's George II.
Who is Handel?
Handel, George Frederick Handel, correct. 6,800, your total. You're getting closer to the lead.
All right, I'll finish the category composer.
The letters of this composer's last name have been used as a musical theme, including in his own Art of the Fugue.
Oh.
And that would be Johann Sebastian Bach.
That's what I thought.
State parks for 400.
Malibu Creek State Park. John.
What is California?
Yes.
State Parks 800.
Hudson Highlands State Park Preserve. John.
What is New York?
Good.
State Parks 1200.
Fort Boonesboro State Park. Pete.
What is Tennessee?
No. John.
What is Kentucky?
Right.
State Parks 1600.
Lake Bemidji State Park. John.
What is Minnesota?
Right you are.
State Parks 2000.
Quaddy Head State Park. Andrea.
Does Maine?
Maine, right you are.
Oh, dear. The Ancient World 2000, please.
Zoomorphic gods of ancient Egypt included this canine-headed
Anubis?
one who was prominent during the Old Kingdom. John?
Who is Anubis?
Anubis, yes.
Letter perfect 400.
Something perfect for you suits you to
A T.
this letter. John.
What is a T?
That's the letter.
Letter perfect 800.
A book about these movies is subtitled An Informal
B
Survey
movies.
of the American Low-Budget Film, 1933 to 1945. John.
What are B movies?
B movies, yes.
Letter perfect 1200.
Before P, it was the British abbreviation for a penny or pence. Caught you on a D. D is the letter.
Okay.
Triple feature 400.
It only took 2 years for Trois Hommes et un Couffin, or Three Men and a Cradle, to be remade as this in 1987.
Jerry Williams' funeral?
What is 3 Men and a Baby?
Oh, great.
Triple
Oh,
feature 800.
stupid.
The contestant seen here is demonstrating the salute from this 1986 Martin Short chase comedy. Andrea.
That's the Three Amigos.
Yeah. See, contestants do have fun on this show.
Triple feature for 1200.
This 2009 remake featured John Travolta as a criminal mastermind who hijacks a New York City subway train. John.
What is the taking of Pelham 123?
Correct.
Odd combined response is 400.
Word after open in an Alibaba command, plus term
Sesame
for a wide
Street.
street like LA's world-famous Sunset. John?
What is Sesame Boulevard?
Oh, I get it.
Odd combined response is 800.
Army rank immediately above private first class, plus hopping marsupial of the family Macropodidae.
Sergeant? No, wait.
John.
What is Captain Kangaroo?
Sergeant Kangaroo?
Pete.
What is Corporal Kangaroo?
Corporal Kangaroo,
Yeah.
correct.
Response is 1200.
A new team to make 2 towns shudder. City that's home to Faneuil Hall, and the NATO phonetic alphabet word for Y, pluralized.
Yahoos?
Pete.
What is Boston Yankees?
Yes, that would scare 2 cities.
Response is 1600.
5-letter synonym for person, plus blows thrown with your southpaw. What are human lefts? Less than a minute now, Pete.
Response is 2000.
Belonging to dictionary maker Mr. Webster, plus a game in which you might hear, "You sank my aircraft carrier." John.
What is Noah's battleship?
Yes.
Letter perfect 1600.
In classical Latin, V was said like this other letter in the text now appearing on the screen.
You?
Said like a W.
Okay.
Triple feature 1600.
Mark Wahlberg, George Clooney, and Ice Cube are soldiers in Iraq in this 1999 film named for a trio. Andrea.
What is Three Kings?
Yeah.
Triple feature 2000.
Joanne Woodward won an Oscar for playing a Georgia housewife with multiple personalities in this 1957 film. Pete.
What is Sybil?
No. Andrea or John? What is the three faces of Eve?
Yes.
The last clue in letter perfect. The element that can glow in the dark and has atomic number 15 is symbolized by this letter.
Neon?
What glows in the dark? Phosphorus.
Oh.
And it's symbolized by E. The game is a runaway for John. So we're going into Final Jeopardy and dealing with this subject. Plays. Make your way for players. Plays is the category, and this is the short clue in that category. This play was derived from a 1565 story, Un Capitano Moro. 30 seconds. Good luck.
Pirates of Penzance? I don't know. Moro. This is like Don Quixote. That wasn't originally a play.
All right, we come to you first. Pete, you got 2,400. Did you come up with a response for us? No? Nothing. So it'll cost you how much? 2,400. You dropped to 0. Andrea wrote something down quickly, and she wrote down the correct response.
Oh, from more.
Captain. Yes, and you will add.
Okay, I get it.
Nothing. You remain at 11,200. Too bad you didn't have more money. Let's go to John now. What was his response? A dead captain?
Bad Spanish.
Bad Spanish. Or Italian. All right. It's going to cost you $400 only. Big payday for you today. 24,200. That gives you a 2-day double. American authors, good subject. Four-letter edibles. Classic Disney title characters. Foreign words and phrases. You'll travel in the footsteps of history. And finally, the big 3 O's. John, start.
Classic Disney title characters for 200.
His mom in chains. His ears laughable. Tough times for this 1941 character.
John. Who's Dumbo? Disney title characters for 400.
His mom killed. His home ablaze. Tough times for this 1942 character.
Bambi.
Sherry.
Who's Bambi?
Correct.
Farm words and phrases 800.
The Spanish name of these appetizers means cover because they were originally put on top of glasses as lids.
Aaron, what is tapas? Yes.
Disney for 600.
Playing an unusual game of croquet, she keeps her head about her.
Alice.
Aaron, who's Alice? Yes.
Disney for 800.
On the run, she moves in with a bunch of dudes. Cherry.
Who's Snow White?
Good.
Foreign words and phrases 1,000.
Au revoir. In Russian. Cherry.
What is Das Vidanya?
Correct.
Foreign words and phrases 600.
The two-word title of this Wayne Newton song is the German equivalent of Thank You Very Much.
Shane.
Aaron.
What is Dankeschön?
Yes.
Disney for 1,000.
He foils an Indian princess kidnapping plot and attempted murder.
Peter Pan.
Aaron.
Who's Aladdin?
No.
You fool.
Cherry.
Who's Peter Pan?
Peter Pan is the one.
Four-letter edibles for 800.
Shoe peg is a white variety of this. A white variety of corn. Cherry, go again.
Four-letter edibles 600.
The Brunswick type of this was originally made with squirrel. Today it's usually chicken.
Stew?
Or rabbit.
John, what is stew?
Stew, yes.
Two four-letter edibles for 200.
It's also called pocket
Pita.
bread.
John, what is pita?
That's it.
Four-letter edibles 400.
A rather new Thanksgiving tradition is a chicken stuffed inside this, stuffed
duck.
inside a turkey. Aaron,
What is a duck?
duck is right.
Foreign words 200.
This 11-letter word for a nightclub for dancing is French for Library of Music Records. Aaron,
What is a discotheque?
Good.
Big 30 200.
The daily price average of 30 selected blue chip stocks. It's abbreviated DJIA.
Aaron, what is the Dow Jones? Industrial average.
Thank you.
Big 30 400.
Starting as a celebration of its 30th anniversary, 30 for 30 is a series of sports documentaries on this TV network.
ESPN.
Aaron,
What is ESPN?
you are right. With that, you need 2,200, and we're taking a break.
Oh, that's so getting caught. Darn it.
Sherry Cohen is not only a good competitor for our current champion, but she could also be a partner because you, like our champ, play in a brass band, right?
Oh, that's right. I actually play in a couple of brass bands.
Really?
Yes, on the trombone. I play in a political activist collective and also a punk disco brass band.
Okay. Slide trombone, I take it.
That's right.
Anybody in the brass band playing valve trombone?
No.
They're so rare. That's strange. It's such a good instrument. Aaron Ellis, high school physics teacher from Indiana. You had a pretty exciting trip to Bolivia some time ago. I want to hear about that.
That's right, Alex. It was a service trip, and one weekend,
This ain't going too
packed
good.
up, and we were told we were going to go see this big giant tree, but then on the way, we were told actually we were going to stop and see a German World War II Nazi photographer. And this photographer was Rommel's personal photographer and claimed to have been present when Rommel was forced to commit suicide.
Wow.
That's a lovely story.
John Avila is an attorney from Arlington, Virginia, who worked at a grocery store near the Patriots training camp.
That's right. I worked there when I was in high school during the
Oh,
summer.
this is going
And
bad.
one day, all of a sudden, I was running the register, and I looked up, and Patriots quarterback Tom Brady was at my register. And he ordered, he got a protein bar and a bottle of water. It came to about $6. So he took out his wallet, and he pulled out a $100 bill.
What a fucking horrible
And he
story.
gave it to me, but he's a nice guy. So thinking ahead, he also pulled out a wand, so I would only have to make $95 in change. This is a lot easier for a cashier than $94.
God, what a horrible story.
When you started that
Jesus.
story, I said, Tom Brady told him to keep the change. $100 bill. Isn't that what you all thought, too?
No.
You bet. Okay, Aaron, back to you.
American authors, 200.
In 1990, Time magazine called this presumed innocent author the Bard of
Oh,
the
God,
Mysterious
Grisham.
Age. Sherry.
Who's John Grisham?
No. Aaron or John? Who is the other author? Scott Turow.
Who?
Back to you, Aaron.
Four-letter edibles, 1,000.
This form of clarified butter is commonly used in Indian, Pakistani,
Ghee.
and Middle Eastern cooking. Sherry.
What is
Ghee.
Ghee is right.
American authors for 800.
Achilles in Left Field was the title of Norman Podhoritz's review of this first novel by Bernard Malamud. John
Was the natural?
Natural, yes.
In the footsteps of history for 200.
Trace Jesus' steps in this city as he walked down the Via Dolorosa towards Golgotha. Sherry.
What is Jerusalem?
Correct.
History for 800.
Hike in the footsteps of settlers and Native Americans on the Natchez Trace, starting in Natchez, in this state. Sherry.
What is Arizona?
No. Aaron, New Mexico. No. Correct response. What is Mississippi? Back to you, though, Sherry.
History for 600.
Here's Jimmy with the clue.
Starting at the Boston Common and making its way past the Boston Massacre site, the Old North Church, over the Charles to Old Ironsides, and ending at the Bunker Hill Monument is this two-word path.
Aaron, what is the Freedom Trail? That's right.
Big 30, 600.
This woman gained fame by preparing tasty meals in just 30 minutes.
Rachel.
Yes.
Big 30, 800.
For his effort, the Sanhedrin paid him 30 pieces of silver. John.
Who is Judas?
Right.
The big 30 for 1,000.
The 30 tyrants were appointed to administer Athens after its defeat by this city in 404 BC. Sherry.
This is Sparta?
Correct.
History for 1,000.
Answer. You have the lead. Aaron and John tied for second.
I'll bet 2,500.
Here is your clue. Retracing this 1930s journey will take you thousands of miles from Ruijin to Yan'an.
The Silk Road?
Sherry.
What is the
What is the Long March?
Oh, okay.
history for 400.
A tour of his infamous trail of murder starts at the Aldgate East Tube Station.
Jack the Ripper?
John.
Who's Jack the Ripper?
Right.
Foreign words and phrases, 400.
The name of this type of collective farm is
Kibbutz?
for gathering or collective. John.
What is it, kibbutz?
Kibbutz, yes.
American authors, 400.
John Steinbeck got a Shetland to ride when he was a boy. Inspired this tale about young
It's not East of Eden, is it?
John.
What is the Red Pony?
I never read that one.
600.
His first published novel, The Notebook, was inspired by the relationship of his wife's grandparents. John.
Who's Nicholas Sparks?
Yes.
American authors, for 1,000.
Last clue. In 1984, a Presidential Medal of Freedom went to this author of Hondo and dozens of other Western novels.
The car? Is he still alive?
That prolific writer is Louis L'Amour.
L'Amour, that's what I was thinking of, yeah.
In the lead, Sherry.
I knew he had a French name.
Daily double, so she's going first in Double Jeopardy. All right, Sherry, I know you're eager to see what the categories are in Double Jeopardy, so let's show them to you. This land is not your land. This land is my land. Followed by shellfish. Sports. Nicknames. Biographies. Ceramics. And finally, each correct response will have Y-O-Y in that order, and there may be other letters in between or ahead of it. Where do we begin?
This land is my land for 800.
In 1602, an explorer named this Massachusetts island for both its local flora and one of his female family members.
Martha's Vineyard.
John.
What is Martha's Vineyard?
You are correct.
Sports nicknames, 400.
1924 college backfield. Harry Stuldreyer, Jim Crowley, Don Miller, Elmer Layden. John.
Who are the four horsemen?
You are right.
Sports nicknames, 800.
In 1974, Muhammad Ali reclaimed his heavyweight boxing title from
Frazier?
this man in the Rumble in the Jungle in Zaire. Aaron.
Was George Foreman.
Correct.
Oh, it's Foreman.
Sports nicknames, 1200.
Answer.
I'll wager 3,000.
That'll put you in first place.
I feel
You are
stupid
correct
now.
on this. In a 1972 AFC playoff game, Franco Harris made the winning TD with a divine shoestring catch dubbed
The Immaculate
What is
Reception.
the Immaculate Reception?
You are right.
Sports 1600.
This Hall of Fame shortstop was known as the Wizard of Oz for his deft fielding. Aaron.
Is Ozzie Smith.
He's the one.
Sports 2000.
It was the nickname of the horse Farlap and also preceded Machine in the nickname of a baseball team. John.
What is Big Red?
Big Red. Right you are.
This land is my land for 400.
Pierce Downer gave his name to Downers Grove, 21 miles west of the Loop, in this state.
John, what is Illinois? Correct. This land is my land, 1200.
You can go up on Cripple Creek, southwest of this Colorado Peak, named for an Army officer.
Pikes Peak.
John, what is Pikes Peak?
Yeah, finally
My
right.
land, 1600.
It took until the 21st century for Oregon to honor this Clark with a summit named Clark's Mountain.
What was his first name?
What is Meriwether Clark?
It's Meriwether Lewis.
Who's William Clark?
Yeah.
This land is my land, 2000.
John E's Pond is on Block Island in this state, about 9 miles off the mainland.
John, what is Rhode Island?
Correct.
Biographies, 400.
This G-Man got booked and printed in Kurt Gentry's bio, subtitled The Man and the Secrets. Aaron.
Who's Hoover?
Yeah.
Yes, J. Edgar Hoover.
Biographies, 800.
Touch of Light opened the world's eyes to the life of this writing system creator.
Braille.
Braille, yes.
Biographies, 1200.
Illustrations of Camp Life is a chapter title in a biography of this 19th century photographer.
Aaron. Who's Audubon?
No. Sherry.
Who's Adams?
Adams. Not 19th century.
Matthew Brady. John, back to you.
Okay.
Let's go shellfish, 400.
A group of these pearl bivalves is called a
Is
colony,
that good? That was good enough?
or reef.
John, what are oysters? Shellfish, 800.
In 2004, the city of Reggio Emilia, Italy, passed a law banning the killing of this shellfish
Lobster?
by dropping it in boiling water.
Aaron, what is a lobster?
Lobster, right.
Biography, 1600.
André Mauroy wrote a 1949 biography called À la recherche de this other French author.
Hugo?
Sherry.
Who's Bruce?
Yes.
Biographies, 2000.
If you didn't read John McCormick's 1987 biography on this philosopher, you may be condemned to repeat it.
Voltaire?
Santayana.
Okay.
Sherry, back to you.
Ceramics for 1200.
The tall, cylindrical Greek vase seen here is called a lekitos, and usually held this oil sacred to the Greeks.
Olive?
John, what is olive oil?
Olive oil, right.
Ceramics, 400.
In the 1780s, Josiah Wedgwood invented the pyrometer to read this in the kiln, so firing could be more accurate.
Temperature?
Aaron, what is temperature? Temperature. Good.
YOY, 400.
Young fellow seen here turning 3 on his special day. YOY comes up in the birthday boy.
I was going to say youngling. Oh no, that doesn't have a Y.
This way.
Anonymously?
What is anonymously?
Good.
YOY, 1200.
To tell a friend that something is really his bag, say, it's right up these two
Your
words.
alley.
Aaron, what is your alley? Good. YOY, 1600.
This officious person always has meddling to do.
John, what is a busybody?
Busybody, right.
YOY, 2000.
Degenerative muscular disease.
What is myopathy?
Aaron, what is muscular dystrophy?
That's it.
Oh.
Ceramics, 800.
China's Young Low period was noted for its paper-thin white bowls called totai, also known by this brittle name. Also known as eggshell. Very thin, very brittle. Aaron?
Shellfish, 1200.
Some of these shellfish, such as genus Krankong, change color
Shrimp?
to fit surroundings. Maybe to cocktail sauce red? John?
What are shrimp?
Yeah.
Shellfish, 1600.
The name of this fan-shaped shellfish is from the French for shell. John.
What is a conch?
No?
Aaron, what is a scallop?
Scallop. Yes, you're in the lead now.
Shellfish, 2000.
Each year, over 100 million of the red species of this shellfish on Christmas
Crabs.
mass migrate to spawn in the sea. Crabs. Back to you, Aaron. Ceramics.
Okay, I can probably stop now, but I don't want to. I don't want to stop. It feels so good to win by 12 points.
Here is blue in ceramics. This tin-glazed earthenware, named for a city just southeast of The Hague, was first made in the 17th century. Aaron? What is Delftware? Where? The city of Delft. All right, the last clue. In 1901, Edward VII gave permission for this Lambeth London pottery to use the word royal in its name. Be Royal Dolton. All right, that ends Double Jeopardy with a very close one between John and Aaron, but Sherry's still alive with $700. Here comes Final Jeopardy. U.S. history is the topic. Make your wagers.
Did you get it? I guess I might as well.
On December 7th, 1787, 30 delegates at Patel's Tavern gathered and made history in what's now this state capital. 30 seconds. Good luck.
Oh, jeez. Not just Boston, or seems almost too easy. I don't get it.
We're looking for a state capital. Sherry, did we find one in front of you? Did you write something down? You did, and you said, what is Massachusetts? No, that is incorrect. It's going to cost you $501, dropping you to $199. Let's go to Aaron Ellis. Wrote something down, then crossed it off, I believe. Yeah, he wrote down Albany, and then went to New York instead. And we were going for a state capital, the city, not the state, but New York and Albany are both incorrect. So it's going to cost you $12,000. You dropped to $1,600. Over to John Avila. He had $14,800. His response was, what is Annapolis? No. December 7th, 1787, history made because Delaware became the first state to sign the
okay.
capital. Delaware is Dover.
I see.
Cost our champion how much money? A ton. But it leaves him with enough money to remain champion. Must-see TV. Notice the quotation marks. Each correct response is also a candy bar.
This isn't a very good recording if it's cut ahead this much.
Finally, the art of learning at RISD. That's the Rhode Island School of Design.
And it's desynced.
Also a candy bar, 200. Athos, Porthos, and
Three Musketeers.
Kathy.
What is Three Musketeers?
Correct.
Candy bar for 400.
Street where the Empire State Building and the Flatiron Building are located. Kathy.
What is Milky Way?
No. Neil.
What is Fifth Avenue?
Fifth Avenue, that's it.
Candy bar 600.
The name of the club where cabaret is set. Hardy.
Kit Kat?
That's it.
Candy bar for 800.
Answer. I hate it when we find it so early.
About 1,000.
All right. Here is the clue for you. Short, disrespectful, quiet laughs.
Snickers.
What are Snickers?
Snickers, yes. Breakfast of Champions. Go again.
Candy bar for 1,000.
Born to Nathan and Celia Bader, March 15th,
Baby Ruth.
Kathy.
What is Baby Ruth?
You're back on the plus side.
Must-see TV for 2.
The Windy City has a Major League Soccer team and a Dick Wolf series, both called this.
Law and Order.
What is Chicago Fire? Must-see TV 400.
Okay.
NYPD Detective Beckett accepted the title character's proposal on...
Did my video freeze? What the fuck? Okay, this episode's screwed up. We're gonna just go watch the next one. Chevy shit. Her name's Vidya. Oh my god. And she's from Chevy Chase? What? Oh my god, I already have, I haven't even been paying attention. I just realized that I already have 3 runs. Jeez. Okay, I guess if I'm over 10 ahead, I'll just lose on purpose from then on. Just to save time. Oh my god, this is a really good start.
Good luck. See if it works out. Now let's take a look at the categories for the first round. From chumps to champs. Next, health and medicine. Cuisine. Shooting blanks. Greek letters and Roman numerals, followed by American women. I have a feeling I know where you want to start, Neil.
Mix it up from chumps to champs for 200.
Okay. They went from 29 and 53 in 1979.
God, what are they called? The Celtics.
Parrish and McHale will do that.
Neil, we're the Boston Celtics. Yes. Champs 400.
Celtics, whatever.
From 1962 to 1968, they never finished higher than 9. In 1969, amazingly, they won the World Series. Sean, we're the New York Mets. You got them.
Chumps to champs for 600.
After a last place finish in 2007, they dropped the devil from their name.
Oh, the Rays.
They won 31 more games and the American League pennant. Sean,
we're the Tampa Bay Rays.
Yeah.
Chumps to champs for 800.
After never making the playoffs in their first 6 years of existence, this Northwest team scouted the way to an NBA title in 1977. Neil, Trailblazers. Correct.
Champs 1,000.
The Twins went from last in 1990 to the 1991 World Series, where they beat John Smoltz and this team that did the same thing. Neil,
we're the Atlanta Braves. Correct. All right, health and medicine 200.
If you want to vent this lymphatic organ, you'll find out that it filters old red blood cells out of the bloodstream. Sean,
what is the liver?
What is the liver? No.
Neil, what is the spleen? Yes. Health and medicine 400.
Didn't really understand the beginning.
In the United States, where diets are low in this, also known as
Fiber.
Sean, what is fiber? Good.
Shooting blanks for 200.
Shooting the this. A windy
breeze.
Term of communication.
Neil, what is the breeze?
Yes.
Health and medicine 600.
Sarah, have you got the clue?
The spine bends forward as the thoracic vertebrae become compressed in a condition called kyphosis, more commonly known as the Dowager's hump, a symptom of this disease of thinning bones.
Vithia.
Where's osteoporosis?
Right, you're on the board with 600.
Cuisine for two.
In radio ads back in the day,
Yellow.
both pitched this trademark jiggly dessert. Neil,
what is Jello?
Yellow. Yes.
Health and medicine 800.
Those who suffer from carpal tunnel or arthritis may get a shot of this 9-letter steroid to reduce inflammation.
Oh,
Neil, what is cortisol? No.
cortisone.
Sean, what is cortisone? Cortisone. 9 letters.
Cuisine for 400.
Look up calamari in the Food Lover's Companion, and it says, see this.
Octopus.
Doesn't sound nearly as appetizing. Sean, what is octopus?
It's good though.
Neil, what is squid?
Oh, it's squid. Duh. Shut up. Stupid. It's good though.
I'll make it a 2 down.
Okay, for a total of 4,400 if you are correct. Here is the clue. Daltonism is a type of
Color blindness.
problem with cone receptors.
What is blindness?
Be more specific.
What is color blindness?
Thank you. Pick again.
Let's go American women 200.
In 1961, she taught Claire Booth and Jackie Kennedy to be named the woman most admired by Americans for the 13th time in 14 years. Bithia.
Marilyn Monroe?
No.
Sean.
What the fuck?
American women for 4. Gloria Steinem said a woman has two choices.
Feminist?
This term or a masochist. Sean, what is a feminist? That is right. 2200. Half of Neil's total takes us to our first commercial break. Back in a moment. Maryland. We had a number of contestants named on the program. I hope you're not all late.
Well, we're just the same person in different basements.
Oh, okay. Now, you have a good sense of humor. And I understand you were once part of a prank in which you wound up being taped to a wall.
Yeah, so actually I was in high school doing Occupy Wall Street, and so we decided to do a prank that was Occupy themed. There was a lot of things going on. There was kind of dirt, there were people playing banjo, but I was actually duct taped to a wall to occupy it for 4 or 5 hours.
That's not really a prank.
You do have a sense of humor. Sean Harrington, an engineer from Houston, Texas, who works for I work for the International Space Station program in supportability engineering logistics, which means what? Supplying the space station, basically? More forecasting maintenance demand for the space station. Okay. Now our champion, Neil from Seattle, Washington.
Ugh, what?
Had to drive from Philly.
How did I do that?
In one day. Why? It was actually Iowa to Philly. Okay. So it started going down to Philadelphia. And we had this whole, we were moving the West Coast. This whole plan, this whole road trip, a great time. And then we're in the hotel in Iowa, and look at one had to be there by, and I realized it was like 2 days from now, the next day. So basically just booked it, got it there at 4 a.m. And I was able to make it.
Oh, that's a homer.
You got the job. All right, let's get back to this one.
Oh god, that smells bad.
In 1967, Catherine Switzer broke the gender barrier by becoming the first female runner to officially enter this race.
The Boston Marathon?
Boston Marathon? Right. American Women 800. She guided posts through Pentagon Papers and Watergate. Said the headline of her obituary in her own paper. The lady's name is Catherine Graham. She ran the Washington Post. Back to you, Sean. Shooting blanks 400. Shooting the this like the class 3 on Oregon's Rogue River.
Rapids? What?
What are the rapids? Right. Shooting blanks 600. Shooting blanks in a blank. Something pretty easy.
Fish in a barrel.
Neil, what is fish in a barrel? Shooting blanks 800. Don't shoot the blank.
Messenger.
Taking it out on the wrong person. Sean, what is the messenger? Yes. Shooting blanks 1,000. Shoot the this. A goal in the card game.
Moon?
Sean, what is shoot the moon? Good. Greek letters, Roman numerals, 200. It went by so fast. CCC, LXV.
7:15.
Vithya.
What is 365?
Oh.
Greek letters and Roman numerals for 4.
Bruce Banner knows a little something about this letter.
Gamma.
Vithya.
What is gamma? Greek and Roman for 8.
No hints. But having been in a fraternity or sorority would help. Sean, what is psi? That's it. Less than a minute now. Greek letters, Roman numerals, 1,000. Toronto calling. CDXVI. Vithya.
What is 416?
That's it.
Let's do cuisine for 8.
This Cajun crayfish stew takes its name from a word meaning suffocated. Neil, what is gumbo? No.
Bouillabaisse?
Vithya.
What is jambalaya?
No. Sean, what is etouffee? Yes. Cuisine 1,000. Per Islamic dietary laws, haram refers to forbidden foods, and
halal
refers to permitted ones. Vithya.
What is halal?
Correct.
Greek and Roman for 6.
One of our favorite primes, MMMXVII.
4027.
Is 4,027. You are right. American Women 1,000. This battle hymn of the Republic was also the first president of the New England Women's Suffrage Association. Vithya.
Who is Susan B. Anthony?
No. John O'Neill?
That wasn't good.
Julia Ward Howe. And that does it for the round. And Sean in the lead. Vithya, you're on the board with 1,200. You're in third place, so you go first when we come back. All right, Vithya, I know you're
see the categories in Double Jeopardy, so we will waste no time. We will show them to you now. We start off with pyramids.
Oh no, that wasn't a...
Books by professors. National parts of the world. Religious matters. 007 followed by other Bond film characters. Now in that 007, each correct response will be a seven-letter word, and it will have a double O. Off you go.
Religious matters for 8, please.
The Trimurti, or Hindu Trinity, consists of Brahma, Vishnu, and this destroyer. Neil,
Shiva, yeah.
Yes. National Parks of the World 400. Eucalyptus is common in Southwest National Park on this island state of
Tasmania.
Sean, what is Tasmania? Yes. 007 400. Job description of a singer like Bing Crosby. Bithia.
What is crooner?
Yes.
007 for 12.
To cheat. Or a type of pool game.
Snooker.
Bithia.
What is snooker?
Good.
007 for 16.
There's an animal in this slang word starting with the letter B that means get out of here. Sean, what is vamoose? Yes. 007 2000. This woodwind has a double tube and a curved metal crook.
Wood?
Oh,
yeah.
007 800. A train crew's quarters are usually found in this last car.
Caboose.
Sean, what is caboose? Good. Other Bond film characters 400. Miss Moneypenny is the personal assistant of this character, the head of MI6. Sean, who is M? Right. Other Bond film characters 800. First name of American spy Mr. Leiter, who often helped James Bond defeat the bad guys. Sean, who is Felix? Felix, right. Bond characters 1200. Ben Whishaw is the new computer-savvy version of this character. Sean, who is Q? Correct. Bond film characters 1600. Supervillain Stavro Blofeld shows up in Thunderball as the head of this criminal organization. Neil, where's Spectre? Good. National Parks of the World 800. This giant monitor lizard is a must-see on a visit to the Indonesian
Sumatra?
located on 3 of the lesser Sunda islands.
Oh, no.
Where's the Gila monster?
No.
Komodo dragon.
What is the Komodo?
I misunderstood the question.
Neil. Parks 1200. Tulum National Park in the Yucatan has the ruins of one of the last
Mayan.
of this civilization. Sean, what is the Mayan civilization? You are correct. National Parks of the World 600. Answer there. You have a $4,200 lead over Neil. 4,000. All right. Here's the clue for you. Venezuela's Canaima National Park is home to the picturesque Canaima Lagoon.
Angel Falls?
And this other watery icon. What is Angel Falls?
Yeah.
Characters 2000. The giant metal-mouthed assassin John chews up the scenery in The Spy Who Loved Me, and this film in space.
Moonraker?
Neil, where's Moonraker?
Yeah.
Professors 800. West Virginia historian Otis K. Rice, posthumous bestseller on
Oh, the McCoy Fields, no, the McCoys and the, yeah.
This Cornell professor wrote English meters, but he's best known for 1918.
Stomp, what's his name? Something weird. Strunk. Yeah.
Book 1600. Illinois professor and librarian D. Brown changed the field of Native American history.
At Wounded Knee.
Bury my heart here. Neil, where's Wounded Knee? Yes.
Yeah.
Religious Matters 1200.
Skyrim reference.
Within reach. 4,000. Okay. You will be in first place if you're right on this. According to legend, this gospel writer's body and relics were transported from Alexandria, Egypt, to Venice in 828.
Luke?
Who's John? No. Who is Saint Mark.
Okay.
All right, you drop a bit. There's still time. Let's go. Pyramid 1600. Who
Who says a pyramid has to be pointy and up? Here's the headquarters of Slovak Radio in this capital city.
Pyramids 400.
At 42.3 billion candle power, the light
Luxor?
of this Las Vegas pyramid is the strongest in the world. Neil, where's the Excalibur? No.
Come on now.
What is Luxor?
Come on now.
Pyramids. In 2016, ABC revived the $100,000 pyramid, now hosted by this Pro Football Hall of Famer.
Oh, Terry Bradshaw?
Michael Strahan.
Oh, okay.
Pyramid Its glass pyramid is composed of 673
The Louvre.
diamond-shaped panes. Neil, where's the Louvre? Good. Pyramid 2000. The reverse of the Great Seal of the United States features an unfinished pyramid with this right above it. Vithya.
What is an eye?
Yes. The Eye of God. Less than a minute now.
Villages for 2000.
In 1959, young Kim, known as Miss Kim, left South Korea to become this church's first missionary in the United States. Sean, who are the Moodies? No. Neil or Vithya? What is the Unification Church? Back to Vithya.
Religious for 16.
Remove your shoes and cover your head when entering a Gurdwara, a temple of this religion founded in northern India. Neil, for Sikhism?
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Double jeopardy? Two gentlemen with possibility of big paydays and possibility of being an important factor in Final Jeopardy. The category today is animal songs. Animal songs. I won't say. The three players have already earned $30,000 as we deal with animal songs in our final. Here is your blue players. The title of this hit from a 1933 Disney Silly Symphony inspired a Tony-winning 1962 drama and an Oscar-nominated 1966 film. You have 30 seconds.
Jeez. What could it be? Jeez. I should really... I'm gonna feel really bad for not getting this. Jeez.
The way you three were staring at the clue. I fear we are starting off the week with a real toughie. Let's go to Vithya first. She had 4,000. Did she come up with anything? No. You're going for jumbo, it looks like. That's not going to do it. It'll cost you nothing. You remain at 4,000. Over to champ now. Neil. You had 12,600. What did you write? No, I-A... What is it? Dalmatians. You're 101 Dalmatians. Now you lose 4601. You're at 79.99.
Wait, why did it end already? I didn't get 3.
Was leading. Wrote down what is Newberg. No, the song was Who's Afraid of the Big Bad?
Oh!
Of
course.
Virginia.
Jeez.
You were going to lose some money. 8,000. That dropped you all the way down to 92. So come back and do it again tomorrow. The final will be easier, I think. I hope. See you later. Promotional consideration provided by Centrum and Centrum.
You're a big guy.
Final Jeopardy was the determinant in keeping a winner from taking home a lot of cash, $9,200 only for Sean yesterday. Derek and Lauren, I'll express the same thing I said yesterday. I hope we get a big payday today. It's up to you guys. Don't let me down. Here are the categories you're going to deal with in the first round in the world capital. Next. Warthogs. You gotta love them. Stupid answers. You gotta love those too. Say it in Italian. You'll deal with the devils and the deep blue sea. Each correct response, beginning of that letter. Off you go.
Deep blue sea for 200.
Salute if you know there's a Hugh name for these West Pointers seen here.
Navy.
Lauren. What are cadets? That's the C word.
Wait, what's the... Oh, never mind.
The girls on this cable series include Hannah Horvath, Marnie Michaels, and Shoshana Shapiro. Sean.
What is girls?
Good.
Stupid answers 400.
Jimmy.
Noted for its longhorns.
Longhorn.
Feet or more. This is the official state large mammal of Texas.
Sean.
What is the longhorn?
That's it.
Stupid answers 600.
In 1452, Leonardo da Vinci was born near a small Tuscan hill town called
Vinci.
Lauren.
What is Vinci?
Yes.
Say it in Italian too.
This Italian word is versatile. It can mean hello or goodbye.
Buongiorno.
Lauren.
What is chow?
Oh, yeah, of course.
The devils too.
An Irving Berlin song helped inspire this school's Blue Devils team
Duke.
name. Sean.
What is Duke University?
Good.
Deep blue sea 400.
The Tar Heels of the ACC note that their official colors are white and this shade of blue. Lauren.
What is Carolina?
Yes.
World Capital 2.
The Nobel Museum. ABBA. The museum.
Stockholm.
Lauren.
What is Stockholm?
Correct.
I want to go there.
Part of this group's mission is to promote solutions that are essential to a green and peaceful
Greenpeace.
Derek. What is Greenpeace? That's it.
World capital for 400.
Ho Chi Minh Mausoleum. Derek. What is Hanoi? Hanoi, right. World capital for Tahrir Square. The headquarters of the Arab League. Lauren.
What is Ankara?
No. Derek. What is Cairo? Cairo, right you are.
World capital for 8.
The Copernicus Science Center. Derek. What is Warsaw? Yes.
World capital for 1,000.
The Sigmund Freud Museum. The Algarve.
Vienna.
Sean. What is Vienna?
Vienna.
Stupid answers 1,000.
Entertainer Marvin Hamlish won a 1974 Grammy for this instrumental hit from the movie
The Sting.
Sean.
What is The Sting?
No. Derek or Lauren? What is The Entertainer? Back to you, Sean.
Deep blue sea 600.
Oh.
A greenish blue, this four-letter shade is one of the 3 primary colors used by printers. Lauren.
What is cyan?
Yeah.
That's right, and that takes you to 1600. Takes us to our first break. Go ball. Then we'll come back. Marley Jennings from Massachusetts. He's a basketball podcaster, but I want to hear about what you and your sister do every year. It's something you've been doing quite some time.
Yeah, there was one time I was visiting home from college. We were looking through some old photo albums together, my sister and I, Pamela. And we noticed 2 pictures. We're like, oh, we're in the pretty same pose in these 2 pictures, 5 years apart. We kept flipping. Oh, there's another picture. We're in the same pose. So now, if we're ever on vacation together, you know, we both put on our sunglasses. I throw one of these things. She throws one of those things, and we try to keep it going.
Good for you. Consistency. That's very important. All right, Derek Anderson is an attorney from Virginia.
Right.
You rode a unicorn. Come on.
Just the one time, yes. There was a contest where you build basically a float craft, and your friends throw you off a 10-meter platform and into the water, and you see how far you can fly. So ours was obviously.
Was that the Red Bull thing?
It's on YouTube. Silly. But fun. Absolutely. Sean Harrington, engineer from Houston, Texas, is our champion. Once served in the Navy.
Yes, that's correct.
Doing
Surface warfare. I was on ships. Yeah, I was on ships.
Thank you for your service.
Now, let's get back into this. Lauren is in command of the board. He's making our next selection.
Deep Blue Sea 800.
Answer there. You can see the scores. You know what to do.
True daily double.
Okay. For the lead, here is the clue. Elementary. The name of this deep blue is from a German word for a type of goblin.
Oh,
What is cobalt?
yeah.
That's the C word.
Italian 4.
Hey, baby. It's baby in
Bambino.
Italian. Just ask Babe Ruth. Lauren.
What is Bambino?
The Bambino, yes.
Italian 6.
The name of this brand of pasta sauce means you're welcome.
Prego.
John,
What is Prego?
Prego, good.
Deep Blue Sea 1000.
This color comes in front of the name of the North American wood warbler. Seen here.
Emerald? No.
Lauren.
What is cerulean?
Cerulean.
Warthogs 2.
A young warthog's canine teeth eventually grow into a pair of these formidable defensive weapons.
Tusks.
John, what are tusks? Good.
Devils 400.
Despite this Pac-12 team name, its mascot, Sparky, is actually described as an imp. Derek, who are the Sun Devils? Arizona State, yes.
Devils for 6.
I have found it. It being the Red Devils of this Illinois
Eureka.
school that Ronald Reagan played ball for. Lauren.
What is Illinois Tech?
No. Derek Ashawn. I have found it. Eureka. College. Derek, go again.
Devils for 8.
This NHL team got its name from a creature said to roam the Pine Barrens. Derek.
Who are the New Jersey Devils?
Good.
Devils for 1,000.
Bending it like Beckham could entail plying your trade with this football club. Traditionally, the Red Devils.
Liverpool?
Lauren?
Who are Manchester United?
Yeah.
That's the right team.
Italian 8.
I'm Mario Andretti. I drove this car in 1994, my last year as an IndyCar driver. I call my season-long farewell campaign this, Italian 4 until we see each other again.
Derek. What is Arrivederci? You got it.
Italian for 1,000.
The three-word name of this Mozart opera can be translated as Thus do they all. Così fan tutte. Back to you, Derek.
Warthogs for 4.
A warthog's enemies include these two predators.
Lion
that begin
and
the same letter.
leopard?
Lauren.
What are lions and leopards?
Good.
Warthogs 6.
In a movie, he's the warthog who
Pumbaa.
befriends young Simba. Lauren.
Who is Pumbaa?
Pumbaa. Yeah.
Warthogs 8.
For warthogs, home is often an adopted den of one of these insectivores, also known as an ant bear.
Aardvark.
Sean.
What is an aardvark?
Correct. Now the last clue. The Roslin Institute of Dolly the Sheep fame is putting a warthog gene in domestic pigs to stop ASF, African this fever. Sean.
What is spotted?
No.
Swine?
Derek, what is swine fever? That's it, yes. And you close to the lead. Lauren still has it, though. Sean, though, gets to go first when we come back to start Double Jeopardy. A good start for the challengers, Derek and Lauren, but not so good for Sean, our champion. However, he picks first in these categories in Double Jeopardy. Antarctica. A cameo appearance. Play settings. History. The mind. And finally, not an Easter parade, an Esther parade. Start us, champ.
Esther Parade for 2000.
Whoa. An English town with a famous cathedral or a famous American maker of Western rifles.
Remington?
Lauren.
What is Winchester?
Correct.
Okay.
The Mine 4.
As two
Oh, Esther.
Its light bulb will finally do. As one word, it's extreme stress and
Burnout.
emotional fatigue. Derek.
What is burnout?
That's it. History for four. In the 8th century BC, Phoenician traders founded this future capital of Sicily. Lauren.
What is Sardinia?
No.
It's not it. This is an island. Silly.
What is Palermo? Sardinia is another island.
You silly Billy.
History for 8. This movement that spread across the Middle East began in late 2010 when protests in Tunisia led to the ouster of President Ben Ali. Sean,
what is
yeah.
Correct.
The mine for 800.
Agonists are drugs that can mimic the activity of these brain chemicals that send impulses across synapses. Sean.
What are dopamines?
Nope.
Endorphins?
Erica Lauren? What are neurotransmitters?
Okie doke.
The mine for 2000.
This cognitive bias is the tendency to search only for information that supports one's preconceptions. Lauren.
What is confirmation
Yeah.
bias?
Correct.
Esther 4.
Every college student knows it's from Latin for 6 months.
Semester.
What is semester?
Semester, yes.
Cameo 4.
Oops.
On the day she won Wimbledon in 2015, you could see her cameo on HBO's Days in Hell.
Venus Williams?
Derek, who is Serena Williams? Right.
Okay, wrong one.
Cameo for 8. Robert Mitchum, who co-starred as an ex-con in this 1962 film, had a cameo in its 1991 remake. Derek, where's Cape Fear? That's it. Cameo for 12. In A Million Ways to Die in the West, this actor turns up in a barn.
Fuck.
Lauren.
Wait.
Who is Christopher Lloyd?
Yeah.
Yes.
History 12.
Answer. You have a considerable lead right now, Lauren, but before I ask you to make your wager, we have good news from Sean. Our judges have determined that your response of dopamine a few moments ago was correct, and so you are picking up $1,600.
Yay.
3,000. Lauren, the scores are correct. How much
I
are you going to
thought.
3,000.
All right, here is the clue in history for you. In 1966, Huey Newton and Bobby Seale founded this military in Oakland.
What are the Black Panthers?
Oh, okay.
Esther 8.
Evanston, Illinois is named for John Evans, the founder of this university. Lauren.
What is Northwestern?
Yes.
Esther 12.
John Waters could tell you that Dacron is one type.
Flamingo?
John,
What is polyester? Yes. Esther Parade 1600.
a combine to a farmer.
A harvester.
What is a thresher?
No.
Harvester. Come on.
What is a harvester?
Oh, jeez, he's a really good dude.
Sean, go again.
History 2000.
The ancestors of this aboriginal people of Hokkaido
Ainu.
Island are thought to have reached Japan around 1000 BC.
Ainu. Come on.
And that would be the Ainu. Sean, go again.
History 1600.
In 1756, this mistress's meddling
Oh, jeez. Pompadour?
in the disastrous 7 Years' War. And the mistress was Madame de Pompadour.
Yep.
Back to you, Sean.
The mine 1600.
Meaning clear.
Lucid.
This type of dreaming is the practice of controlled awareness in REM sleep. Lauren?
What is lucid?
That's it.
The mine 12.
Greek words meaning difficult speech give us this reading disorder.
Dyslexia?
15% of the U.S. population. Derek, what is dyslexia? Yes. Cameo appearance for 1600. This avian character, who had a movie of his own in
Howard the Duck.
shows up in Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah, that was a good cameo.
Lauren.
Who is Howard the Duck?
Howard the Duck. Yes.
Antarctica 4.
Ooh, look how ahead I am.
Valleys appear where these have retreated.
Glaciers.
And wind prevents snow from collecting. Sean, what are glaciers? Glaciers, yes.
Cameo appearance 2000.
This director helped to deliver Gina Davis's larval offspring in a dream sequence in The Fly. Derek, David Cronenberg. Good.
Oh, yes, of course.
Blood falls, which flows into Lake Bonny, gets its color because it is rich in this
Copper.
Sean, what is iron?
Oh, yeah, okay.
Antarctica 2000. King penguins are big, about 35 pounds.
Emperor
These
penguins.
are twice as heavy. Lauren,
What are emperor penguins?
Good.
Play settings 4.
From 1947, a street in New Orleans, which is named Elysian Fields and runs between the Element tracks and the river. Derek?
What is Streetcar Named Desire?
That's the play. Play settings for
How do I, yeah, if I just tap it.
Act 3, Scene 8. A plane near Actium.
Julius Caesar?
Play as Antony and Cleopatra.
Oh, yeah,
Less
okay.
than a minute now, Derek. Play settings for 12. Answer there.
That counted as a... Oh yeah, I guess it does count as a strike if you're trying to find.
Almost twice as much money as you.
Obviously.
Okay.
You would have to.
Play settings. From 1959. In and around
The Miracle Worker.
in Tuscumbia, Alabama.
What?
What is the Sound and the Fury? No. What is
Seriously?
Helen Keller's story? All right, go again. Play settings for 1600. From 1895, Algernon Moncrief's flat in Half Moon
It's not Flowers for Algernon. It's not that obvious. Oh wait, no, Algernon was the name. I was gonna. Yeah, Algernon wasn't the character. It was the name of the mouse.
1879, the Helmer's Sitting Room.
Helmer. Grapes of Wrath? Oh, yeah. Oh, I actually caught a Homer.
All right, Final Jeopardy coming up. Category medals and decorations. Make some wagers.
We'll be back with Final Jeopardy right after this.
Category is medals and decorations. Players, here's your clue. Her husband won in 1927. In 1934, she was the first woman to win the National Geographic Society's Hubbard Medal for Exploration.
Was it, fuck, what's her name? Earhart. Unless oh no, it might be Lindbergh. Cause I think Lindbergh's wife did study of sea life. See, I'll say Lindbergh.
A few choices here. You had to.
Oh my God, that lead.
1927. Sean, we come to you first. You had 3,800. You were in third place. You wrote down. Who is Amelia Earhart? No. It'll cost you. 400. Dropping you to 3,400. Let's go to Derek now. He had 5,800. What did he put down? One of the other choices.
Oh.
Leaky. No.
That was a good guess, actually.
You dropped to 4,000. Now to Lauren, who was leading, played a great game. 20,200. Did he come up with a correct response? No. Amelia Earhart. And Morrow Lindbergh.
Yep.
Lindy won it in 77 with receiving the medal. It's going to cost you how much? 301. Okay. 19,899. A big payday for the new Jeopardy champion. almost $20,000, and he didn't get the final Jeopardy right on yesterday's program. What will happen today? Well, Stephanie and you will have something to say about that. Let's put you all to the test right now. Jeopardy in one of these categories. U.S. islands. Next, the Yellow Hornet. Ooh. Sports abbreviations. Businesses. Sailor talk. And finally, three sheets to the wind. Lauren, start.
Businesses too?
Beginning in 1904, chubby cartoon kids called roly-polies advertised this soup brand. Hugh.
What is Campbell's soup?
That's right.
I'll take 3 sheets to the wind for 200.
You could be this briny word, usually...
I will stop there.